All right, so Jamboard and its actual buttons. We talked about that takes you home on the upper left, the Jamboard icon. If you click the name, you can always change the name of your jam. So if you want to change it to new trial, no problem. Since we built it in the drive, it will correspond back to the drive so that you don't have to worry about that. You've got an undo button, a redo button, a change background button. There's only a couple simple backgrounds you can try. Dots. You've got some lines, grid, kind of a darker gray grid, blue, and black. So we're just going to do grid paper for right now. Now, clear the frame doesn't clear the background. What it means is if there's stuff out there, that's just sort of a delete all. Down here on your taskbar, you've got some very simple tools, at least on the browser version. The app version, it's kind of different. You got a little more tools here and there. So there is a phone version. We're just kind of looking at the browser version right now. So you've got a pen, you got a marker, you got a highlighter, you got a brush. So here is pen, here is marker, a little thicker, highlighter, and brush. Only a few colors. Again, this is not meant to be like a full-blown content creation system per se. It's meant for simplicity. So there is a little bit of simplicity there. This is just a simple eraser. So if something is drawn, you can go in and erase it. This is a move tool and select tool. You've got sticky notes. You can toggle between the colors of the sticky notes. So if you want an orange sticky note, great. You can move it, resize it, rotate it, and then you've got a 3-dot menu to duplicate it, delete it, or edit it. Edit it just basically means you can go back and change it. One cool feature of that is you can do see-through ones. So if you're kind of having students build like a graphic or something and they need to have letters over top of a picture, they could do that too. Next is adding images. You can upload images from your computer. You can do a Google image search. So let's say I'm looking for a blank map of Ohio. I can do a Google image search for that. And now I've got a blank map of Ohio. My sticky notes can go above that. But notice, if I click the background, it pushes it. So the one limitation of Jamboard that people sometimes struggle with is there are some limitations of how you're referencing the order of what's in front of what. So sometimes you got to kind of figure out activities that will be able to account for that. If you're looking for more of a sorting activity, where it's got to have a background, I would recommend slides versus Jamboard, but this does have quite a few flexible options. This is a laser pointer. Just kind of hold your mouse with a laser pointer. And then at the top, the only other button that's really pertinent that we're going to talk about in this section is right here. If you press this R right button, this kind of right little caret, it's going to create a frame. So that's page 2, that's page 1. Now, if you want to get more complex, you can actually click on this center and expand it and rearrange them. You can add one before, you can add one in the middle, you can add one after, or you can delete or duplicate. So if you're doing a progression like an animation, or you're doing something where something's got to build, you can simply duplicate and then click on slide 3, do whatever it is you're going to do, and now you can duplicate, go to slide 4, do more, and essentially you can create build on activities as well. So those are really the only buttons: clear frame, background, reverse, forward, your sidebar tools, and then this tool. In the next video, we're going to talk about the upper right hand corner where there's all these sort of back end options.